This is the judge and jury of music, and aka Queen Millennial. And today, I want to talk about the state of female rap in 2025. Okay? The state of female rap in 2025. I will talk about the men. I would talk about the men too, but the men right now, my personal opinion or lost cause that I may talk about the men as well. I may talk about the men, but right now we're going to focus on this episode of the state of female rap in 2025. Excuse me. Like clear my throat. Anyway, before we get to this next part, of course, I have to go ahead and say this again, okay? I need to keep driving it home for a while. Does anybody really know how the algorithm works on YouTube? No? Okay. Let me school you. So, a lot of people think that just coming to a person's video and just watching it, but not taking any action, aka engagement, they're not liking, they're not subscribing, they're not commenting, doing nothing, and they really, really, really like the content, and they're returning viewers because we can see that, right? They're returning viewers, but unfortunately, they're not taking any action every time they come on the video. Well, the thing is that YouTube and the algorithm, the AI, doesn't like that because it doesn't consider that to be engagement. It's more like window shopping, coming into a store but you haven't bought anything and you walk out and you do the same thing all the time. Now you look suspicious, basically. You know what I'm saying? To the store. Now, to returning people to come back to the video, you should, every time you come in, even if you leave early on the video, you watch 25% of it, 75% of it. You watch 100. Engage, right? If it's just a like, hit the like. If you are returning constantly, you should be hitting the like and subscribe. It's easy, it's quick, it's free and costs you nothing, but it does everything for the creator or the channel that you're watching, because the algorithm doesn't know what to do with inaction. It just goes, I thought this was the person. I thought I was dead on. Maybe I'm not as smart as I thought it was, right? And so it basically kind of doubts itself, and it keeps trying to move, but it's going to move the video in small spurts. It's going to push the videos out in small groups of people, but it won't push it out further if it's not getting the likes from, like, let's say there's 60 returning people to content, right? But those 60 people don't take an action at all. Well, it's not going to know to push it out to more people like it, so it'll stop pushing it out altogether, because it's like, people watch, but they didn't take an action, so it's confused. So every time you come to one of a creator's videos, you always want to be engaging, okay? It's fine for like big channels, mid-sized channels, that window shoppers can exist. But for small channels like this one, we can't afford window shoppers, basically. We have to have everybody especially comes back and returns to watch, which is over 100 people at the point. According to my analytics, we have to have y'all engaging at least pressing a like. The etiquette on this channel is when you leave, hit the like button on your way out at least. Okay, when you leave, hit the like button on your way out. When you leave, hit the like button on your way out, right? If you truly liked the content you've seen, especially if you're returning, that means you like me. That means you like the content. You like what I talk about, right? And so that goes for all creators on the platform, right? Who are or people who are creating on the platform. So I just know I had to lay that on you, right? Just so you get the picture of how this really works. And you got to say things to people over and over to drive it home, right? So also the goal for the channel right now is to get to 100 subscribers. We're at 64, or no, 67 now. So I know that my returning viewers can easily get me up to that 100, right? I just gotta engage. That's the name of the game. The name of the game is engage, okay, when it comes to YouTube. Anyway, before we get into the meat and potatoes, as usual, a word. Don't, in a world like this, listen, this is sage advice. Do not, I repeat, do not sit there and wait for somebody again. Some of these things you're going to hear me say over in some videos because it's a very important message. You may have heard the message at that time, and then you were motivated, and then you forget about it, right? We need to be told things over and over for it to really be sealed in a lot of times. So what I'm saying here is that do not sit there and wait for somebody to give you permission to do what it is you really want to do in life, right? Because it's already hard. It's already no guarantees that you're going to make it at all. So there should be no reason for you to be sitting there stewing in your mind when you need to get ready to go ahead and get up and start swinging. This thing is on, right? Okay, great. We need to go ahead and start getting up and swinging every day. Okay, strategy. Talking to the right people. You know, if they're not in your neighborhood, at your job, then they're at your job. Then they're online, right? Right? Today, it is more possible than ever. But yes, there are many obstacles still there. Okay? But if you sit around waiting for somebody to tell you you got permission to accomplish your vision or your dreams, you're just going to be a sad sack of by the time you get to your elder years. Okay, so I need you to get up. I'm giving you permission. If that's what you need, I'm giving you permission to get up and get the F going. You may not know how you want to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I've been after this stuff. I've been after what I'm going after for years, right? For years, and I haven't stopped. And my understanding of things has grown and grown and grown to where I approach things and see things when it comes to this country, this world differently. So what I'm telling you is that you need to keep moving forward, tweaking, finding out if this doesn't work, then what about this? And your refusal to let nobody stand in your way, no matter what. No matter if they're trying to keep it closed, if they're trying to gatekeep it, if they're trying to, there's so many things they do out here, right? Making it harder, but you gotta be literally relentless. You gotta be resilient and finding a way to get around and get in. Cause it's more than 1, 2, or 3 ways. They just don't want you to know about them. They just don't want you to know about them, okay? So I'm giving you the permission to get up and get after it. If it's YouTube, get up and go after it, okay? If it's content creation, get up and go after it. But you have to be a fighter. Do not look for instant gratification. Do not look for instant gratification. Please. And do not be tomfoolery for some clout. Okay? Stop it. No. Get after those dreams today. This is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Now, I'm Worklina, the workhorse. And on this show, we talk about popular music and popular artists from today, yesterday, and beyond. Now, of course, today, we'll focus on this segment of Let's Talk, the state of female rap in 2025. Isn't Nicki's son cute? Aww. Anyway, so I want you to get comfortable. Grab your snacks, grab your chips, grab whatever you need to sit down and get comfortable in front of your TV, your phone screens, your iPads, whatever, your Androids, because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl, the Let's Talk special edition. Take it away. Welcome back in and thank you for coming to It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl Let's Talk edition. I'm Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer. Those are great platforms and tools to build that brand business name, but most importantly, reputation, but most importantly, the community. And hopefully you will join this community today by engaging. Okay? How do you engage? Let me tell you, you hit the like button and you share people that you know that like artists, commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to truly become a part of this community for real, for the real ones, you gotta do three things. Number one, engage. How does that look? Let me tell you. Subscribe, comment, notification bell, okay? Everybody can do their part. We'll all be good. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into this thing, in this discussion. Now, I have been personally sitting back as an artist myself, and I've been around on this earth, in this country for quite some time, okay? And I've seen the changes in the industry, and I've seen the changes in the 90s. When it comes to female rappers, I've seen the changes in the 2000s, right? I've seen the changes in the 2010s. In the 2010s, where the explosion of female rap, left, right, was happening, right? But of course, we gotta talk about our queen that still reigns supreme today, okay? The one, the only, the one with staying power, okay, in this game, Miss Nicki Minaj. A lot of people, when it comes to like being a product in the industry, right? When it comes to being able to really sell those records, not just be the moment, not just be the it girl, you know, for the time being, but for longevity. Is there something special about you? Because you can't, talent again, and I'm sure by now in this internet age, we've heard this already, that talent is just not enough or lack thereof, okay? Because in order to stay around for years to come and even be considered a real legend in the game, especially as a female, you know, you have to have a USP. And I've talked about this before. Okay? You have to have a USP, which is a unique selling proposition. What is special about you? And sometimes, on a rare occasion, one person has a couple of USPs going for them. Nicki Minaj is one of those people. We all know Nicki Minaj's backstory, right? It's been told many times. She comes from the theaters. She's from New York. You know, she's from the LaGuardia in the background, whatever, and her trying to make it as an actress, but it didn't quite work out for her. But she didn't stop because she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it an entertainment some kind of way, right? And where other girls would have never thought to bring all of that theatrical personality and characters into the rapping lane, because most people are more of sheep, for lack thereof a better word, and they're going to follow what the herd does. Well, to be taken seriously, a lot of ladies wouldn't have done what Nicki Minaj had done. They just wouldn't have, because they already know it's hard enough as a lady to make it in this game. Secondly, at the time of Nicki Minaj, there wasn't really any female rappers left. Everybody was going down, and being jailed and just down and out. But Nicki Minaj said, "Listen, I don't know what she said to herself, okay? But all I know is that she was brave enough to go ahead and do all the colors. I mean, we already know that Lil' Kim did all the colors and wigs before, but she went ahead and she took it further. So she had the characters Roman Polanski and all that other stuff, and she really, with the faces and everything, and that whole thing, right? And she was able to play with her raps in a way that you never heard even male rappers play with their raps, and it actually be good. Right? So Nicki Minaj has cleared the lane for a nice long while. But the thing is, before she even reached her 10th year in the game, there was already girls coming in the game after her, right? Your Iggy Azaleas, your Krayshawn's, and all of them people coming in the game, whatever, or not, were coming in the game. And you started seeing people, of course, later on, the Cardi B's of it all, and whatever, okay? The girls started popping up left and right, the Lottos, all of them. The girls started popping up. But, I would sit there and I would watch the other ladies. Some of the ladies truly had genuine talent, right? But what I would realize is that a lot of the time, it was all about one thing with these ladies. They were rapping about how good their cat was, right? How good it was to get to sleep with them. How good it was to just, they weren't really giving versatility like Nicki. You have a few standouts that really took the Nicki formula and they're running with it, like Doja Cat. She's great. Can't really think of anybody else that really does the Nicki formula quite as good as Doja Cat and Gen Z, okay? But nobody till this day does the Nicki formula like Nicki, right? Like when I see Doja Cat, I do see Nicki, but I don't see Nicki clone. I don't see Doechii. But I don't see a Nicki clone from them. They're their own versions of the Nicki formula, right? But nobody does it quite like Nicki. Nicki still has that special USP oomph that these other ladies just don't have, right? And some of these ladies have a little something special about them, but I've just noticed that when you're taking a look at a lot of what's going on in rap music today with females alone, there's just not enough versatility. See, Nicki Minaj able to do several things. She's able to jump in those other lanes. And if Nicki Minaj actually would get her vocal technique together, she can deliver really, really good lyric soprano vocals, especially because her tone is unique too. So it would still stand out, even though she's she's a lightweight when it comes to singing as a lyric soprano, but still, she'll be able to deliver it without all the nasal quality in her voice, right? She had the proper vocal technique, but I don't think she focuses on it. She's just going to sing. She's just going to sing when she wants to sing, whether y'all hate it or not. Whether y'all hate it or not. Period. Anyway, I've been watching, and the disgrace of people like Ice Spice, Sexy Red. It's just like, what are we doing here, right? And for the girls with just personalities and just talent, well, these girls, Cardi B, yes, people like Cardi B and a lot of those and Megan Thee Stallions, they've been lasting for a minute, right? They've been lasting for a minute, but when it comes, it's not really even just about lasting, because lasting today, when it comes to this foolishness of the internet, it's not the same as lasting before it, because the internet people don't pick true and great talents. Okay? They don't do that. They don't pick true and great talents. They a lot of times pick foolishness and mediocrity and wrong kind of people and boost them up, right? So we can't really go off the fact that there's still some interest in these ladies, and trust me, some of these ladies really got some good talent going on, right? But they're not unique enough where they can just stand the test of time for years to come. You get what I'm saying? I think a Doja Cat will be fine, right? A Doja Cat will be fine. But, and even, of course, Miss Doechii will definitely be fine. But with the exception of those ladies, the other ladies, I'm just kind of like, a lot of y'all are still just talking about y'all cats, and do you have anything else to say? Now that I actually have the light, right? You have anything else to say? Because Nicki was able to rap and do different voices and deliveries and go into characters and the outfits, you know. She was able to do all that. She was able to get into the pop lane too, and then switch back into the hip hop lane. And switch. Nicki Minaj is just very versatile, which is, again, she has longevity because of those things, and she's still the queen today doing her thing. And I hope this next album from her really is the album, because still to this day, Pink Friday 3 has me rolling my eyes. Okay, just saying. All right, if you want to give us Pink Friday, girl, give us Pink Friday. But that's neither here nor there. Nicki's still the girl, period. Okay, everybody's not allowed to have their lukewarms or mids, right? Every great artist, which what Nicki Minaj actually is allowed to have their misses, right? Nobody can get it great and right all the time. Anyway, it's when you're not great at all that the eyebrow starts to raise. Now, you know who really could have been a contender for Nicki in the game to this day if her reputation didn't take as hard of a hit as it did back in 2009 with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. Her getting on the stage with them. She wasn't invited, but she was invited out in New York too, because that's where she's from. And she, was just in the moment. And she's not even 25 yet. She's not even a grown woman. She's still a teenager, you know. And the way that Alicia Keys and Jay-Z disrespected this girl for years was just epic. Like they were just recently, in the last few years, just getting around to apologizing to her for how harsh they were on her. But it doesn't matter that they apologize, because if y'all been watching my channel for a while and y'all heard me say these things of, it doesn't matter how talented you are and whatnot, that if your reputation is the most important thing you got, if it takes a hit or a tumble, you can be the most talented dropping person in the fucking room or the world, but it doesn't matter, because when your reputation takes a hit, nobody cares. The money is not rolling in. The attention goes away. The businesses start to pull out from you. The sponsorships, the label start to pull back and blackball you, right? And whatever. So if that is your situation. So with that being said, that's basically what happened. That's basically what happened to Lil Mama, is that incident there and it really shouldn't have. I still think it's stupid till this day. But anyway, I'm not the industry. I'm not the people. That small little harmless incident she still hasn't recovered from that situation. Literally till this day, she has not been able to recover from it. She went on to make her music, right? She went on to fight and get into her movies, and she got a role, on TLC's movie, biopic Crazy Sexy Cool, and she continued to get into her acting bag, and yes, she did continue to also do music, but it fell mainly on very deaf ears for the most part, because the industry was not backing her. So she didn't have the heavyweight machine that she had in the beginning of her career. And so most people, unless you were diehard fans and you weren't bandwagoning on the pure hate of Lil Mama, because she went on stage with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z unwarranted, right? As a teenage girl, by the way. And so Lil Mama really could have been a true, because she could basically do all the things that Nicki can do, and do them very, very good, right? She just had that light that comes off of her. Yeah, and the girl can dance. Nicki Minaj don't dance. So Lil Mama probably would have had just one more thing over Nicki Minaj, honestly, to be her true rival. Cardi B is not Nicki Minaj's true rival. I'm sorry. She's not the girl. They tried it. But honestly, if they would have really thought about the situation in the music industry, the real girl to rival Nicki would have already been there. She would have already been there. Yeah. But unfortunately, things went the way they went, and Lil Mama is only mentioned here and there for a storyline, including this one. Lil Mama, you will always be my girl, no matter what. You are wronged. You are wrong, Lil Mama. And I wish there was some way that I can make it right for you. So, the undisputed queen, due to several circumstances, is still in the game. And again, there's no really successors to the throne like that. Like I said, we have the possibility of a Doechii or a Doja Cat, but they just don't quite hit the nail like Nicki. You know? And the point of this conversation is not to try to, it's not to say that these girls need to be just like Nicki to be iconic. No. But there's a lot of things missing from a lot of the girls that are here in the rap game. You get what I'm saying? That a lot of them come in. I see a lot of these girls in 2010s come in, and then they're gone. Right, coming in again. Then the girls in the 2020s right now, you see them coming in, but a lot of them will be gone. Ice Spice will not be here. Okay, she was a product to be tested out and used by the industry, and she basically will be completely gone, unless she just becomes a person on the red carpet taking pictures, a model. But that's about it. Right? And so, Sexyy Red, unless she really gets herself together, honey, she's out soon. The industry is trying to play on their faces, but it's pretty clear and obvious that the industry is going down. The industry is taking a tumble, and they're trying to do everything they can to unfortunately bypass the artistry portion and phase of things and just get any old mediocre Betty and prop her up for a minute for some quick cash. Sad, truly sad. Wow, the state of female rap 2025 worries me. But you know what? As long as we got the queen still in the house doing her thing, for now, I can rest assured. Okay, where the barbs at? Where the barbs at? This has been Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician. Ooh, what's that? The entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer. Also known as Queen Millennial. I'm the Audacity Queen. Work Lena, the workhorse, and of course, the Technology Queen. If you got your entire life today, please go ahead and engage and hit that like button and share people that you know like artist commentary, reaction, and reviews. And of course, to truly become a part of this community, you have to do a couple things. Number one, engage. Number two, engagement looks like subscribe, comment, and notification bell. Simple. Okay, folks? Anyway, you come to the end, give yourself a hand. This is the bonus round. I told you that I was an artist, musician, entertainer, right? So we're going to prove that right now. Here we go. Ain't got no time to get no rest. Saying up, proving I'm the best. Be working hard just to fill them seats. I'll do a show every day, every week. I gotta pat myself on the back. I was saying how I do it like that. Y'all gotta stay out there in them dreams. When you head down, just think of me. And now, the song.
I know you're out there looking for a stress reliever.
You're looking for a stress reliever out there.
Drugs, the alcohol,
Here we
the
go.
food. But let me tell you what you need to do. Here we go.
Look,
blood pressure. You worked all day like the messenger. Worked so hard that the bills are high. All you do is crown me a freaking try. Watch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief, but you got this grief for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munching your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in a rush. You need to rush, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have some relief in you. Time to get out with the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see your hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving them feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? Anyway, if you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free. Prince Charming, my angel, my king, and my friend, my lover, my one. He is the beat in my heart, the kiss on the lips, my lover, my one. He is. They can take away my money, my fortune, and fame. But as long as you stay here with me, I will be okay. I look at you and I see me. Visions of the love you made with me. I'm so glad you wanna be mine. My friend. Oh. All right now. Thank you so much for being here to the very end. Me and the girls really appreciate you. Thank you. Now, if you want to hang out with me some more, beyond this, of course, meet me over in the next video, which is going to be appearing at any moment now, okay? And let's have some more fun over there. All right? I will check you next time. Bye-bye.